They were really disappointed with it, which doesn't give us much confidence in our regards either. Spears. Let's go for it. 7-zip. Extract the spears. Okay. It's from Fireline Games. Let's see if they had any Twitter related stuff. No, they didn't. Hold on. Oh, it's from Unreal. We have an Unreal game on our shoulders.
You mean it's not a real game? Joker making jokes, that's me.
I was very convinced. Oh. They even have a company, Fireline Games. And our sidebar still keeps appearing, which is interesting. I don't know how that's possible. Let's listen to the audio. Would you like to join in?
You use the earbuds and I'll use that.
Fine.
He doesn't want to give you terms.
Press space to start. I'm content with that reasoning.
Well, good.
Have you ever woke up on some island with a hangover? Well, I have, and it was a terrible experience. But let me start from the beginning.
I like the
My name
voice
is
acting.
Edward. One day, after a night of heavy drinking, I woke up here. Man, it was one of the best parties ever. But it definitely wasn't worth the consequences.
So, the voice acting is really good. The frame rate is not really good. This is going to be a problem, isn't it? It's going to be an epidemic. Oh, I can jump. Can I run? I can run.
I went ahead to check between the rocks to see what was there.
I'm sorry. I think the frame rate is going to be a big hindrance, impediment.
Problemo.
Yeah. I need to check to make sure. Okay, you can't. Alright, let's just run really fast. Whee!
There was a large lighthouse in the distance.
Whee!
I knew my best chance to get out of this place was to get there. Right then, I spotted a glowing green thing on the ground. I knew I had to check it out.
Jump! E to pick the spear up.
Surprisingly, the green thing stuck to my hand. I immediately noticed that the glowing intensified when I pressed the left mouse button. I was so focused on the goo that I didn't even notice the passage right next to me.
That just appeared.
Suddenly, you won't believe this, a strange glowing sphere appeared right out of nowhere. It did not look friendly at all.
Shine light on it.
It was a miracle. My glowing hand turned out to be the perfect weapon against those things. I continued to walk forward.
I refuse to walk forward. I want to go inside the house.
I decided to just look around the house.
I like the flashlight.
The only thing I could take from this place were flares, so yeah, I borrowed them.
Oh my goodness. The frame rate.
As I recall, I used a flare against the horde.
The music is really good. My weapon.
How do you use a flare?
I think E again. Oh man, they just saw me right at the spot. Oh no! Oh, I think he just left quick. Nope, apparently not.
Try the mouse wheel selected or something. Or 1 or 2. Q, E.
Let's try Q. Because we definitely missed it. It was actually written down. I think the frame rate is going to be a huge issue here. So you recall incorrectly, and we just went into the cave.
Suddenly, a lot of those things appeared out of nowhere again.
Nope.
Figure out how to use a flare.
Right click?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh. Well, the music ended. I guess I did the right
I
thing.
felt safer inside the cave.
Out of sequence? I like how it's just a bunch of spears that he has a problem with. Best hangover ever.
I put my hand into my pocket just to notice I lost almost all my flares. I was almost at the lighthouse, but there was a fence blocking the way.
What? So this is what they tried to do, it sounds to me. Let's grab that. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Alright. Apparently not. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Is that just another tree stump? Yep, it's another tree stump. Very dramatic. He's glitching out. Thank you, frame rate. I'm actually liking this, to be completely honest. There's something special about this. Oh, I see. That cord is supposed to give you a tell onto going to that direction. Man, the team like didn't have any confidence, but I'm liking it.
What is wrong with it? Or what did they think was wrong with it?
I don't know.
No, they didn't. Oh, they were saying they didn't finish it or something?
Oh no, they said it was really buggy.
Finally reached the lighthouse.
No, you didn't. He jumped off the cliff. Actually, at this point, I don't know if there's any save spots or checkpoints, so I'm not gonna probably risk that. Actually, you know what? I am. In narrative games like these, you want to make sure that okay, I have enough flares to make it past. Oh, we got even more flares. See, that was totally worth it. I have 13 flares, 16 flares, and it's really foggy here. Oh, there's even, oh, that's just a flare we dropped. That's another flare we dropped. So, despite running on an Unreal Engine, I'm kind of unimpressed by the graphics, to be completely honest. But I do like the kind of Team Fortressy model that we have here. It's very, it has a very good personality to it. So I do think art is a strong point of the game.
Well, it turned out this whole island was a military facility, and the spheres were some experiment that got out of control. But this is a completely different story.
This is great.
You know what? I think the fart sound was totally worth it. Believe it or not, I really like this. The voice acting was really good, and I kind of like that as I progressed along, the story was trying to follow me with it. I think a little more work could be done, because there was that particular magical moment where instead I walked into the house, and he's like, instead I walked into the house and took a bunch of flares. Yeah, that was a good idea. You know, that kind of moment was really magical to me, and I think a lot more emphasis could be played on that regards. The combat was serviceable. I recognize that there wasn't a whole lot of time for that, but I felt like that was not the point of the game. Truth be told, I really liked it. It's really well packaged. So I actually thought there was an average amount of humor. The fact that there was humor at all, and I found it particularly to be interesting and funny commentary on my gameplay was really cool, I thought. I don't think it was particularly innovative. I do think that a lot of other games have already done the same thing before. But this is right now one of the few Ludum Dare games that I've played where it takes that idea and actually implements it in a way I like it. So yeah, I personally had a lot of fun with this. Not so much because I thought the combat was bad or anything like that. I was basically spamming a bunch of flares and calling that a day. But I was really interested in exploring the world and trying to figure out what other commentary might this guy make, and it was really fascinating. I don't think it was okay, I take it that, flares and your little glowy hand thing, basically a flashlight was supposed to be, the light in general was supposed to be a way to, was a method of weapon, and that is unconventional per se, but I also feel like, Silent Hill already did that too. In particular, I'm thinking about Shattered Memories that did that somewhat better, in my opinion. So, yeah. The graphics were pretty good. It's one less star for, I think, something that there were parts where I thought was really weird, especially the shiny ground as you're going up into the lighthouse, that I thought was a little, did not fit with the game, especially for its cartoony aesthetics. So there was that. Audio was absolutely excellent. I absolutely loved this. And mood was, I believe, pretty excellent. Overall, very solid entry. I really enjoyed it, in fact. I really want to see more coming out of it. I know it was a jam and there was hardly anything there, but for the most part, I thought that the core experience was spectacular. really enjoyed this entry, especially when the narrator attempted to match with your actions. A lot of special things were going on with the narration, such as tutorials, such as being disguised as a tutorial and attempting to keep up, attempting to observe how the player plays. It was a bit short, but I kind of liked it that way. But I see a huge potential with this game. Flares for the win! Alright, we have 45 minutes, or 15 minutes, excuse me, left. Let's go for one more entry. Are there any requests going on right here?